watchdogs say the world's richest man, Elon Musk, has declared war on Social Security. Tell us about this.
The interesting thing, though, is just how ridiculous it is, because it's now you have literally the richest man in the world sitting on a commission that's supposed to find trillions of dollars in savings. And, they're pretending like, oh, well, that's this $50 million program that somebody's doing that's, stupid on its face. And you're like, no. When you're talking about trillions of dollars, when it has a T in it, what they're doing is they're going to come and rob you of your Social Security benefits. That's where the money is. That's what they always do. They come after your Social Security and your Medicare. So what happened to start this latest one is Senator Mike Lee and this backbencher in the House, in a pretty coordinated way, started talking about how Social Security is bad and we need to turn it over to Wall Street. We need to wholesale get rid of it. The senator's thread was like 40 tweets of just wrong information long. The House was an interview, but it's the same thing. They're saying, hey, now that, we're actually getting this done, it's time for everyone to realize that we're talking about cutting Social Security. And on Twitter, the thing that really started the news cycle is Elon Musk did one of his interesting tweets. Mm-hmm. So he is a long-held believer in the fact that Social Security is bankrupting the country, that we can't afford Social Security. This is Elon Musk himself. So it's no surprise that that's where they're going. But, I have to deal with people who aren't you, Tom. The media is like, oh, out of left field, or where did this come from? Or Donald Trump promised he wasn't going to cut Social Security benefits. And I'm like, they've only got one play. As soon as we really just make peace with that, it's pretty obvious that this is what they're going to do every single time. And what's also obvious, Tom, is that the next unfortunate phase is you're going to have a bunch of credulous Democrats who are going to be like, hey, maybe I should get on this commission to have a good guy's voice on the commission because maybe there's good things. No, unless he pledges in writing, I will not cut 1 penny of Social Security benefits, 1 penny of Medicare or Medicaid benefits, then this commission is nothing more than an attack on our earned benefits.
Yeah, and you know what they're going to do with regard to the Democrats. They're going to go to the Problem Solvers Caucus, the Democrats who have their hand out for whoever gives them the most money. And, the banks will start showering cash on them, and they'll start going, well, maybe we should have a Medicare Advantage kind of version of Social Security Advantage. Wouldn't that be a good idea? People could put their money in the stock market and make more money than they do in Social Security. And a lot of young people will go, oh, really? What do you think?
Exactly. And maybe even all they've done is shorten that path, because it's literally the richest man in the world is chairing the commission, Tom. So when they put their hands out, it's Elon Musk who drops the bag of cash in it. He bought Twitter for $44 billion. It lost 80% of its value, but he bought an election and he owns, some significant portion of the government, which is reflected in a $100 billion increase in his personal wealth. So this is like a no-brainer for these billionaires. But again, at the end of the day, they know they need to take their money from somewhere, and that somewhere is our pockets. It's our Social Security. That's what they're coming after.
In the wake of the killing this morning in New York of the CEO of United Healthcare, they're the largest provider of Medicare Advantage programs in the United States. We have no idea who this guy was, or whether he's upset about something that involved personal stuff, or whether it had to do with professional. Who knows? But it kind of lifts the question of Medicare Advantage, I think, up a little bit. Where are we at? How much longer is this open enrollment period? I'm thinking I need to publish another one of my Look Out for Medicare Advantage op-eds. It's been a while. I think it's been a year since I've done it. And
I think publish that soon, Tom, because it's days left in open enrollment. I think the murder of an individual CEO or otherwise, we don't know anything about that.
Right.
What actually is the case there. But United Health, no matter what, this is the biggest player in privatizing Medicare and privatized Medicare in the insurance market outside of Medicare. The biggest benefactor from this enormous push that is going to happen, and it's going to be hard to fight against, Tom, under the Trump administration. If Dr. Oz gets confirmed, he's got one goal, and he's not a clown, like many of the other nominees. Dr. Oz is much more of a cold-blooded health insurance corporate executive, and they're pushing to privatize Medicare, and United Health will gain enormous amounts. They'll be by far and away the biggest winner from that, and obviously the biggest loser is the American people. So Medicare Advantage is going to be
To what extent can that be done by executive action? I'm assuming that making Medicare Advantage the default when you sign up is not something that requires congressional action, that can be done simply by executive action?
Yeah, the really unfortunate thing, Tom, is that an enormous amount of this stuff, when it comes to privatizing Medicare, can be done through executive action. And the first Trump administration, they didn't know a lot of that up front, but they were educated by the corporations, really quickly on it. And so by the end, they'd had their thumb on the scale quite vigorously, and that's where you really saw the first acceleration, and we cracked into over 50%, and now we're at 54%. They're going to do that just on steroids, and we will obviously be fighting it tooth and nail. But the truth is, they're going to get a lot, but also the truth is they still can't deliver. So rural health is still going to be collapsing at an accelerating rate as Medicare privatizes more and more. And I think that is where we will find, some sort of like Senator Lankford from Oklahoma. No one's calling that guy a progressive, but he understands he's got no more hospitals left. Yeah. So because the system literally can't deliver rural health care. So we're going to have to fight it tooth and nail, but there's so much that...
A lot of the rural hospital problems have to do with the failure of red states to expand Medicaid, don't they?
Some of it, but an enormous amount is actually just due to reimbursement rates by Medicare Advantage.
Oh, really?
Some of it is actually, and so the rural health...
So hospitals are going out of business because the Medicare Advantage providers are refusing, what is it, 18% is the rate at which they refuse to pay?
It's refusals, and then it's also very low amounts. So they're saying, no, we're not going to pay you this for that.
Lowering reimbursements.
We're going to pay you an enormous amount less. And if you want to fight me for 5 years, then I'll pay you a little bit more. But I will say, I know we don't have